I heard fight go, so it looks like we got the game starting. We'll get back to that in a second. Strenx here versus Evil. He's on his map pick Aerowalk. This is a must win for Strenx, otherwise he's going to be saying goodbye to his spot in the finals here for this Road to QuakeCon.
Good rail connections there, and Evil is on point with the positioning as well, and there's nothing Strenx can do there. That was a perfect play from that beginning. Good execution, very tight ship being run by Evil here, and he's got to make sure he can be strong for this next Mega. That's what all of this is about. Strenx, though, he's also thinking, man, I need to try to deal some damage here. I need to knock Evil off this Mega, but he's not feeling confident with no weapons, so Evil's going to get this. Can Strenx do the damage with the rails? That's really the question.
He's hit one. He's going to need to hit a lot more now, and Evil's starting to get the damage going quite nicely. There it is, finish off frag number 2. And Strenx does sometimes have very slow starts to Aerowalk. It takes him a while to get into it and get the momentum going, but he's not going to get it at all unless he can shake Evil off of this control.
You see that? He damaged Strenx only with the intention of damaging him a lot, and he's like left him alive, go get the red, come back to finish the frag. That's the game he's playing, very methodical. Gets the frag, now the Mega's coming up, and it's just a smooth rotation, picking up the spawn frags as he goes, and keeping on top of those items.
Let's see how Evil's going to continue this. He needs to put some pressure on this red armor that's up in a second. Strenx knows ways around. I don't think that Evil picked the best route just then. But there's no health-based tree for Strenx. He's got lots of armor. Shotgun, like, oh, the rocket follow-up. That was pretty clutch from Strenx. If he died then, it could have been a hell of a frag for Evil. LG, wow, suffering.
That's what we were talking about. Evil can just move and somehow dodge, even though he's attacking you. And it is amazing the amount of damage he does. Keep Strenx low. And this is it. He's playing Strenx at his own game. He's keeping the pressure on. He's taking the fights. He's testing Strenx. And so far, he's actually, honestly, coming out on top. Even though he's one frag behind, Evil is, again, a menace to deal with.
Nicely done from Strenx, so that does give me the confidence that he can do what he did again. Something that Inns definitely wasn't able to do when Strenx was in control. But there is a little move from the LG. Evil even switches to the rail to do the last 9 points of damage. Now he's going to be working his way towards that mega health.
So Strenx cannot take this, and he tried to go for it. And it's one of those marginal spots where you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. And
one grenade, another one. Strenx still raining them down, going to try and get himself position onto the red. But he's missing the rails. Oh, there we are. Honestly, that one extra rail can make all the difference here.
Yeah, this is working pretty well. I mean, both players are great fighters, and that's what this game is coming down to so far. It's about awareness of items to inform you how to position around your fights and to understand where your opponent's going to be. And they're both playing really well from that perspective. Strenx is hitting the shots. Yeah. Again, the game he loves to play, and he picks up the frag. The Mega comes as well, but Evil knows he's low. And Strenx knows that Evil's looking to attack him here. And look at this great position.
This is pretty hardcore. Strenx, he goes in with the rockets and hits the pop shot. That is fantastic play from Strenx, and he's getting himself now some really firm control over here. Got to watch out for these rails. He's got to make sure that there's damage exchanges over here. Finds Evil. He hasn't taken yellow yet. That's one more frag for Strenx.
We have to remind ourselves the way that Strenx is staying in the game is by hitting pop shots and getting rocket directs straight afterwards. So is that really sustainable? Evil, he seems very consistent. Gonna again get the frag pushing into the Mega. So Evil seems very solid right now, and Strenx is again losing control. He has to get another rail in for free, and it looks like Evil's gonna call a timeout.
Well, it's quite nice seeing though from both of them. Each time one of them gets into control, the other player does start hitting those rails. So neither of them are able to actually keep control going for longer than 60 seconds at the very maximum. But it's going to be who gets that big kill streak, who gets that control for 2 or 3 minutes at a time, and where the other player can't recover.
Some good defensive moves here from Evil, but he wants to swing around for the Mega. This is actually the right call, because he can play that position exactly, that he can deal damage, and he's got this Mega. And Strenx now, he's going to get that red, but he's kind of segued all into that area. Like, Evil has the rest of the map to fall back onto. So now Evil's winning on stack. The only thing he's not really winning on is position. So he wants to see if he can work his way up, get the yellow, work his way back around top to the top level towards that red. That would be great if he could do that, but Strenx is aware of it.
Evil's damage. Can strenx handle all the pressure at the moment? Another rail from strenx would be enormous. He does actually hit it, so only 4 health left. Other bubbles going to spawn in a second. They're not up. Evil can't find anything. Just a couple of machine gun bullets from strenx, and he can tie the game up once again. He's got the mega health, but there are the 225s. Now Evil's got a little bit more confidence to continue this.
Yeah, they're both playing a pretty rudimentary game, I'd say so far, just all about the items and the fights. It's nothing more than that. And strenx position again on the item. Evil can't really attack this. It'd be very foolish to attack it. He can only deal damage from afar. And the yellow's coming up, the mega's coming up, but he's not taking any damage. So he's actually going to be thinking about maybe throwing out some grenades and just trying to push straight onto this mega. Here he goes.
Oh, strenx does push forward first of the LG and another push back. Evil, if he's not careful, he might go down over here. It was pretty passive play from Evil, but it's kind of the damage that he did made up for it. Oh, very close.
So it could have been a totally different fight had he used the LG from the beginning there. So easy mistake to make. Even Evil makes those sometimes. But you know, Rocket's pretty good, and strenx is under a lot of fire here. But strenx still seems pretty good. He still should be able to push his way onto this mega.
Yeah, absolutely. He's baiting Evil onto it. Evil does manage to pick it up, but is that going to be a kill? strenx will get it, so it was all a plan. Trying to make Evil feel comfortable, and he's going to get another one right off the spawn. 2 25s and the red. That's exactly what strenx wanted. That wasn't.
Good rails. Oh. He even stole the yellow. Wow. But strenx's LG is just magnificent, honestly. It's so amazing.
That doesn't do it justice there.
No, it really doesn't. And again, the mega's coming up, and strenx wants this. This is a really dangerous position for strenx, because if Evil's on top of his items, good call from strenx to just go straight to this position. Even if he can't get this red armor, he stands to deal a lot more like harassment damage. There, and you can see he actually gets a good connection with the grenade. Missed the rail, which should have been a hit there, but you can see he's making all the right movements, and that brought him onto the yellow. So strenx playing really well.
This is what you don't see from strenx at the moment on the other maps. He's playing a really smart game at the moment here, but Evil, he's the one hitting the shots. And he's now 2 frags away from tying it up. We're starting to see the clock getting near its ultimatum. Evil's not under pressure just yet. Oh, there we go.
Whoa.
One more to tie it up. Red's up. Did strenx just get... Oh no, I thought he got the railgun at the top. Oh, good little jump. strenx very quick over here. He can change to the LG, but no, the rocket is absolutely direct.
A bit sloppy from Evil there, a bit of a mistake with that push a bit. He could have done it, but he was too late. He's a bit too late, a bit of indecision. And that's given strenx a good window to build up some stack, get some damage. And this red armor, if he's able to pick that one up, he's going to be able to just be very crushing in the next fight on the mega. This is looking very, very grim in the near future for Evil now. strenx could take the lead towards the end here if Evil's not careful.
Yeah, this isn't really enough of a frag difference to call a lead here, but look at that, 200. Wow. Maybe this is where the rockets from Evil and enormous here, and the damage, he's just suddenly got 100 effective health left. And strenx, literally 5 seconds ago, was on 200.
Oh my god, he's not rocket jumping. He's not respecting Evil at all there with the no rocket jump. And this is insane. 200 for strenx, like 20 seconds ago. 200.
I can't believe that he didn't even get anything from that. Evil is just a perfect game just then. strenx with the rockets, 1 health left for Evil, but he's still going to get his revenge. Is he going to be able to secure control? Because with just over a minute left, Evil's still going to have some fight left in him.
Here he goes. He wants to just get in the face of strenx. There's only a minute left in play. I don't think that's the best way to do it.
That was not. That might be GG from that, to be honest.
Yeah, it does look very good. strenx can be quite defensive here. There's a 3 frag lead, so he can mix killing time with just defensive safe pokes. And that's a bit open, that poke. But it's not hitting much at all. And there you go, 3 in a row for Evil. And now it's game on again.
It is.
Just, again, positional error there from strenx. Just too exposed for no benefit to himself. And that could be the difference here for Evil as he pushes up. Or does he? Just got the back.
He's thinking about it. He's trying to weigh up, is it worth doing it going up the staircase? He really doesn't want to give that red armor to strenx. He makes the risk. Can he get all the real misses? strenx can go and get himself the red armor now, but jumping off, is he going to be safe enough? Barely.
Oh, it's all on this next push. He stacks up again, get heals up. It's all about the next push, next fight.
Evil's missing his shots at the moment. He cannot afford to miss these rails. 15 seconds left. Oh, what? Brutal. Strength. He's got a horrible spawn. That's going to be a tied game. Wait. Where's the frag? There it is. 14 to 14. We've got the red armor up, and I think Evil is happy to settle for an overtime.
You must be joking. What in the hell was that? And he's got Mega coming up. He hits the rails. Strength has to be absolutely fuming right now. This is just, how did this happen? 14-14. He's in the overtime. Great damage done, but Evil is looking strong still.
Oh my god. I've got my hand on my face at the moment. That I can't believe that we just saw the telefrag deciding this game over here. It was 95% chance for Strength to win right at the end. Because Evil wasn't hitting the rails, you know, he was missing a lot of shots, but it was a gift from the gods.
So there's still time, it's just a minute, and it's just one frag to gain. And Evil's not even super stacked or anything. He's going to get pick up the Mega, but this is, you know, oh, that's not so good for Strength. And he re-peaks, and Evil gets the connection. So now Strength, what does he do? He's got the 225s, he used them up. He just has to face and hit the shots, and Evil has to just miss. That's just what it comes down to at this point. Not going to happen.
Evil's just going to choke him from the rail, and any good weapon at all. This should be relatively easy for Evil at the moment. He's got to block off the railgun again. There's a grenade. He doesn't want to go too close to that, but with 40 seconds left, now Strength wants to get a telefrag, and it simply isn't happening. I don't think Evil's going to put himself in that danger. Strength is going to be kicking himself for standing where he was standing.
There were a couple, with 2 minutes left, there were 2 times that Strength actually was throwing the game. It should have been a 1 game. There was a position where, right at the last 2 minutes where, you know, Strength's got 200, and he was in a spot where Evil had zilch. He had nothing, but Strength was still pushing for frags. And the thing is about that is that if Evil tries to attack Strengths, if Evil comes aggressively to Strengths, there is no way, there's absolutely no way that Strengths doesn't kill him there. Yeah. There's just no way. But the small advantage of Strengths trying to chase, of course, Evil gets to choose defensive shots, which of course are the easiest to hit for anyone. Yeah. He's giving Evil a way back in, and that's what happened. 2 directs. I think one was towards the telly, then one was out of the telly, and then a rail follow-up, and then Strength has nothing, and then he's dead. From 200 to nothing in the space of like 20 seconds. It should never have happened. That was the game thrown, pretty much.
Well, the Strength seems to just put his head down and focus on it. I can understand he was rattled before. Rails from Evil. Rockets, sorry, that's from Strength. And wow, Strength comes out with the shot in the end. Okay, this is going to simmer down the whole telefrag ordeal, and maybe he's going to be able to pull out some nice control from this, because I said before, Strength had to win Aerowalk in order to have a chance in the series. Maybe I think he's going to play his soul out here to get his revenge.
He's got to be extra focused, more so than he was against Inns. Maybe before he didn't have the most respect for Inns, I don't know what it was, but he's got to step it up here. He cannot have any leaks in his control play, and first order of business is to really establish those items, although initially we're going to see Evil picking up the reds, so Strength has to have a slow approach here. Great peak rail, wow, that was so good.
That's really nice. That's going to make life at this red armor much easier for Strength, and 200, won't be surprised. Let's see if he can actually make use of the control. He looks like he's being a lot more attentive to this window now as well, understanding that Evil could be there poking out with some rails. And he needs to just set up, get out of this yellow, go over to the Mega, and he works that out very quickly.
So there you go, another item picked up. You can see how cautious he's being, because he knows that Evil does actually have a stack. So all it takes is Evil to shoot a rocket in his back, and then Evil's got a great fight. So Strength is doing the situation justice. He's taking it slow, doesn't need to take the red straight away. Cycle's not hugely important. Evil is a threat. Good shots hit from Strength, and he's defended well.
He's going to find Evil again. He's dropping down. Strength hits one more rail. He could switch to the LG or just continue with this gun, but he's got barely any ammunition left. A couple of seconds left until Mega health. Evil slipping up here on Sinister, and Strength's getting the better of them. This is very interesting to see at the moment.
Yeah, very well done. It's all started at that very good defense.
It all started on the telefrag.
A good defense, and Evil maybe a bit too committed there. It's hard to say. The shots went in the way of strenx, and Evil kind of had to challenge for the mega. So it was close, but strenx came out on top. And you look at this little trapper, he's expecting to see Evil actually swinging on through for that bottom yellow, but it's not the case.
Strenx is going to have to be very quick here. Just ignore Evil. Get over to the Mega. Oh, God. Slippery. He should still have the edge on it. No, Evil moving over the rockets pushes him into the Mega. That's a kill for Evil. He's on the board. And strenx with that movement error. That was so decisive just then.
I think Evil must have heard the movement slip up there, because I don't think Evil's going to challenge Mega otherwise. So he did do a lot of damage, though, at the reds. And that could be a read that strenx takes, is that Evil, when he's got a bit of armor, he's going to be looking to find some damage at the upper areas. So could be, could have that in his mind, be cognizant of that in the future. Because before we saw him predict that Evil will be lower on the map, and he wasn't.
Ouch, that stings a lot.
Oh dear, this is bad.
Yeah, there we are. One more. That's Evil tying the game up. I just don't think strenx can match Evil on his defensive game at all.
So now the question for strenx is how long can I stay out of sight against Evil? Because his stack is in a position where one rail doesn't do anything. So he has to hit a lot of damage at once for it to be meaningful. So he just needs to build his stack up so he can take an opportunity if he does hit a lot of damage. Because if he has low stack, doing a lot of damage is great, but you're still probably outstacked. So he's going to make the play on the red.
Evil's hitting very hard though with that lightning gun. There's 2 yellow armors open for him. The lead, and it's going to be a spawn frag as well. strenx misses the direct. Oh God, one more over here. strenx not having luck with the spawns. And there's all the items on that rotation taken by Evil, and now he's setting up for this next red armor. That was a devastating 30 seconds for strenx. Well, he just lets strenx go to the red. Okay. That was unnecessary.
Oh well.
And now Mega's up. Okay, he's not going to let that one go as well.
So even though that last stand where strenx was like red is spawning, he was timing it, he wanted to jump on it, take the LG fight, and died. Got Evil a little bit low. I actually like that play, even though I wouldn't let anyone else other than strenx do it, just because it's got it's like a play that has strenx written all over it. It's like the LG and the red and LG, and that's what that's what was going on there, and I rock on.
That was like a French-Russian accent.
Was it? I don't know. I'm not good at accents. But
there's Mega in a second. strenx, can he pick it up? He is going to be able to get it, and Evil's made the switch over to the rockets, which is profitable.
Well played to strenx there. That was a great put. That was a great aggression. It was much better than the red one, I have to say. Oh wow, that rails. That's nice.
Again, another moment where strenx could have got himself a kill. Execution failing him, and I'm still thinking back at that little movement slip up from strenx trying to get to the Mega when he was 2-0 up. How different would things be right now if he didn't make that mistake? I can't even fathom.
It's still game on. We can see. Let's just check out the strenx and how he's going to handle out of control here. He's picking up the shards, and Evil's got bigger fish to fry, taking the red armor. So this really informs strenx. He knows that he can, in which areas he can move in the map, and he has an idea when all the items are coming. And we know that he was timing the Mega. So strenx actually does have a huge amount of options at this point in time to win the game. Oh, but no, not the right weapon to choose, and Evil's going to get such a sick fight. Oh, that could have been a big opportunity for strenx.
If he hit the rockets, then it might have been bearable.
Yeah.
Evil's presence is completely overwhelming. We're going to find him once again by the 50 health bubble. Move in with the lightning gun. Mega's up though, and strenx gets it. He hits the rail as well. Okay, little bit of a slip up from Evil. I think he was a bit expecting to get that frag a lot earlier and then just chased into items.
It's great though. I mean, the thing is about slip ups is that everyone makes a slip up now and then. There's maybe one player that plays 100% correctly all the time, or there's going to be maps where they're not able to keep that up. So there will be mistakes always, no matter who you're playing. But it's the mark of a great player to always capitalize. So far, strenx is doing that.
Really well played by strenx. You don't often see people moving through the choke points, but he timed it excellently.
strenx is showing a new level of game now against Evil, as he was against Inns. And I think I get that. He's thinking of playing probably one of the top 2 players in the world here. he's giving the respect that
one rail.
deserves.
Yeah, oh, he's gonna get it. Strenx is on his way back in this, and there's still plenty of time for him to work this out completely. There's a yellow. Oh, the rail from Evil. Strenx has got to be careful. There's rail angles through the window. He's going to avoid that. Oh! Okay, 1 for 1. Oh my god, they're so dangerous.
The 50!
Did the 50, did he pick that up through the fight?
Yes, he did. He got knocked through it with the rocket.
Oh, that is so... Oh, but he's going to find the rail immediately.
That actually helps Strenx.
That's remarkable.
But there is 2.5 minutes left, so Evil's going to have time to stack up to defend his lead, but there's still time also for Strenx to take control and have a few shots at picking some fights with Evil. So let's see. He's been really on point with this Mega, so I don't expect him to be mistiming this. And there it is, maybe leaving it up for a bit of a fight, but get the pickup. So now it's all about trying to catch Evil, and that's very difficult to do. Because Evil's we can just see him playing above the jump pad there. Oh, here we go.
A good move from Strenx. This is going to be another kill. There's just one frag between these two players. Strenx is playing out of his mind. If you've been seeing him play his competitive games over the last 2 weeks, you'd be shocked to see the performance that he's doing right now.
Yeah, this is really, really strong from Strenx. It's much, much stronger than he was against Ins on Sinister, that is for sure. And he's swinging back around for the Mega. He's got that rotation going. Evil's got to be very careful here. I'm actually surprised that Strenx missed that.
Same.
He is pretty on point with shots like that. But I don't think Evil's going to be challenging for this red, although Strenx is wary.
Evil's trying to survive at the moment. I think he's realized that Strenx has just gone Super Saiyan. And that he's just got to get the hell out of his face for 60 seconds now.
1 minute warning.
The really hard thing for Strenx right now is the fact that... Oh, he actually might have caught Evil here.
Don't down Strenx. You've got to be careful of that. Evil's LG can be so punishing. He's moving around, trying to get an extra angle, but maybe he's just going to have to wait for this Mega. He's going through the teleporter. Oh, Evil won't get the red. So that rail is good from Evil, but it's not enough to knock Strenx's confidence at the moment. He's going to get himself an extra yellow armor. Strenx, the clock is very much against you at this point.
There's only 30 seconds left. He's run out of all chances. There's only going to be one big opportunity for a fight, and Strenx has spotted Evil. He doesn't care about items anymore. He shouldn't. 20 seconds left now, and Evil is above. He's going to go for the rocket jump into Evil's LG.
Oh, rail. Is he going to go for the... Oh, Evil hits the rail with 11 health left.
And there's the smiley.
He knew that that was damn close, though. He was almost going to be getting overtime against Strenx over here. Strenx going to move in anyway. No frag will be concluded. 9 to 7, and now it's match point for Evil.
That was really nice from Strenx. I mean, he played that well.
Yeah, man. Like, I could hear my heart thumping right there. There was a lot of tension. I can't imagine how Strenx was feeling right there, because he's... I don't know what happened since last night and now, but he's finding his form.
I think this happens a lot. I mean, this is something that definitely I feel benefits from as well when I'm playing. When I'm playing competitions, you get the extra focus you need. You get the extra. It's like a boost to your level, and you also really when you're playing someone so good as like Evil or someone like that, someone that you know deep down. It's like I got to play my soul out. I just got to play. I just got to give everything to this game, or I'm not going to win. Yeah. And it's like this. And if I can do it, I know I can do it. I know I can do it. And it's something special when you're playing someone that good. It really brings out the best in you sometimes. And I think we're seeing that from Strenx. Because against Ins, he probably thinks I'm going to beat Ins anyway. I don't have to play the tightest game in the world.
He has been going through that mentality, but he did that last night and was losing games. So
yeah,
I know. I feel like he's just stepped up since yesterday, and he's playing a lot smarter. Maybe he was just tired yesterday, and he wasn't really. It's difficult playing when you're tired. You kind of make rush decisions, and you're not disciplining yourself very well.
You're not 100%. Like you're not trying your hardest. He's trying his hardest right now. There's just no doubt about it.
I think there's Lost World next, and then Furious Heights as a possible fourth. Those are actually two maps that Strenx is able to win, but of course Evil's very strong on Furious Heights, and he's definitely going to be giving him a hard match here on Lost World.
I don't know what will happen here.
Do you believe in Strenx?
I feel like Strenx is taking a minute. It seems.
I hear the same.
So we'll get this game underway soon. But Lost World is an interesting one. Are we jumping in?
Are we? Are we?
Like,
I think
we're
we're going
jumping
for
in.
it. That was a very short minute, so we're going into map number 3. Evil's on match point, can send himself into the finals here of the Road to QuakeCon FACEIT tournament. Here we're watching him starting up with the rocket launcher. Always nice to, regardless of not getting the major items, it's always nice to have the weapons to begin with, so that you can control that center map.
Nice little rocket there actually from Evil. That's quite a nice bit of damage. You can see he needs a lot of damage right now as well. Oh no, Strenx is just going to go straight in his face. No respect at all. And I was going to say, he needed a lot of damage there because there was a big difference in stacks, and he would have needed that to effectively bully Strenx around or to even be in the open map. Now Strenx has got a real shot at being the big daddy of Lost World.
Yeah, I don't know why Evil hung around so much. Like, as you say, he needed to do damage, but he could have just gone and got himself the lightning gun, got the yellow, and got to center map before Strenx even got up the bounce pad in the first place.
Yeah. Just sweeping on those items there. Evil actually just going for it here with some rockets. I don't know what he was thinking with that, but
Brilliant play, Strenx.
maybe he just wanted to. I don't know. Did that make sense? What was he thinking?
He seems very rushed at the moment. Maybe Evil's going through the emotions that Strenx goes through playing Ints. I should be beating this guy. Why am I not
French
winning harder?
Is France even a country? I was thinking. I don't know. I don't know how they teach geography in Russia, but I'm sure that Russians know.
How did we get to this topic?
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm so lost. Either way, it is undeniable that Strenx is currently kicking Evil's ass.
It is pretty good for him, but Evil will slow things down. He's going to take control of the map. So we can see that Strenx is going to be pushing in. Strenx can't afford to be too confident on a map like this, because on a map like this, if you overextend just that little bit, you can just get punished so hard by the corner rockets and everything. It can be bad. So
he can roll with 4-0 till the end of the game.
I hope he does that. Yeah, that's the strategy I want to see.
It's like, got your lead, now defend it as if your tournament life depends on it. Well, because it does. So.
There's that White Rock quote, for those familiar with StarCraft 2, which is we make expand, then defense it. And that's the idea here. You make the lead and then you defend the lead. And then you defend it all the way to the end of the game and it'll win. You'll win the game. Although if you're from the Artosis school of thought, if you're ahead, get more ahead. So two contradicting quotes there from
I'm
StarCraft 2 pros.
which one Strenx is taking at the moment, because he just missed out on the red, maybe, and he looks like he really wants the frag, so I think he's going for Artosis method at the moment. Fake rocket jump. Ooh. Not working. Evil's smarter than that. Fake rocket jump's working against a lot of people, but... Oh, Evil can't get onto the red. Oh, he does pick it up in just the nick of time.
That's nice.
And there's one yellow for Evil, so actually the stacks are very balanced at the moment. And Evil actually looks like he wants to pick a fight, but he can't afford to go down even another frag right now, because it's going to make all the difference. Strenx challenging, he's hitting damn hard, and with the major item spawning in a second, this is a beautiful Lost World game from Strenx.
Yeah, I feel like we're not seeing an adjustable style from Evil. He's still trying to take a lot of angels, he's still going with a lot of investments, but where have these investments landed him? At a 6-0 scoreline.
7-0, make it. Yeah, we say that Evil's an emotionless player with the most incredible fighting skills. He's also possibly one of the most stubborn players at the same time. He doesn't like changing gears that much, because he usually doesn't need to.
That's Evil's thing, isn't it? That's why he can be so strong sometimes. He has a style that works almost universally against everybody.
And when it doesn't, he kind of seems to be stuck, completely stuck. Strenx's going to try and control a yellow, but this one was just taken by Evil, so he's going to have to let 100 armor slip by into the Russian's hands. Slowly does it, easy does it for Strenx at the moment. If you throw away this lead, Strenx, then you don't deserve to be in the finals.
That's a great engagement for Strenx there. He doesn't have to do anything else. Just pick up items, but Evil's got something to say about that.
I can't believe Evil just made that challenge, to be honest.
I think Strenx
so
is equally
aggressive.
surprised.
Okay, but he's got red. Does Evil know when the Mega's up? I don't think he does. Strenx believes that he does. But now he's going to work out that there's actually quite a lot of calculation went into that for Evil. Rocket, not too bad. Does the next one hit? It didn't. It just went past his face. Evil's early for the red, and that's going to be it. strenx is going to punish him for getting on the board in the first place.
Evil seems to attack at moments where you just don't think that he can't attack me here. I'm safe.
Yeah.
When you're dueling, you always think, well, I'm safe. Like, there is some moments you're moving around the map, well, I can't get attacked.
Hold on, I think strenx actually believes that Evil picked up the red before dropping down. And I think Evil probably believes that strenx picked up the red afterwards. So it's been up for a whole lot of time right now, and Evil's going to be able to stack up a bit. This is just a very interesting phase that's we've just gone through here in Lost World.
I like the "you shall not pass" LG there from Evil.
Yeah, yeah.
Just like pushing him all the way back.
Like, get the hell out.
You shall not pass. And, so strenx is going to get caught here by Evil.
He tried to get to center map, and well, he didn't deserve to be there. 2-8 now for Evil. He's just found strenx. He's completely weaponless. Picked up the red armor. Easy pinballing around for that third kill. And again, strenx. This is his lead. What's happening? His lead's just evaporating completely.
I actually like that mega drop down.
Really?
Because that mega was a really big difference. Imagine what his stack looks like with a mega, how much freedom Evil will have on the map. But this gives strenx actually a bit of an opportunity.
Wow.
Oh, he hit the money rocket!
That was massive. Yeah. Absolutely massive right there, because you could see his lead just disintegrating completely. That's definitely going to ease the pain a little bit.
It is marginal. Like I think you're right. You know, you shouldn't take those decisions very lightly. It's very easy, but I feel like in that instance, it was a good move.
With the mega drop.
Yeah.
I think so. I think you're absolutely right. It turned out to be
because he dies
necessary.
in a spot where he's going to spawn probably around LG or a yellow, and for Evil to get up there, he's going to have to rocket jump, so he loses more stack. So, and then he just has some armor, and strenx can easily remedy that with a yellow pickup. So it was actually pretty nice. I don't know if he made all those connections very quickly, but
well, he took
oh, blue bubble, let's go.
He took the red already, and he took the mega, so it would have been a long time before Evil could have stacked up hugely. Evil moving in with plasma. The damage is just outrageous. And he goes back in for more. Why did you do that, strenx? Evil's going to go 5 to 9. That could be a massive slip up. 3 frags between them.
You see that 373 damage with plasma there. I think that was all from that one fight.
I think so. That was huge. strenx moving in there with the lightning gun. He's challenging. He wants to reaffirm his lead a little bit, but now there's 2.5 minutes to defend a 2 frag lead. Did that rocket send him anywhere nasty? Jump up from Evil and strenx.
Now what's interesting is that this is very good fight from strenx there. It was a big investment, no health on the map, so it could work out in his favor. But he is playing with fire there, and I think he didn't give enough respect to the plasma in the close corridor because he didn't have to take that fight. There was no items at stake. He can just rocket jump up from another route, but he wanted to just take the fight, and you just never know with plasma. You just never know.
So you have it's a lot easier to gamble against plasma than any other weapon, apart from maybe grenades as well.
But strenx is in a fine position at the moment with 2 minutes left. It's a 1 frag lead, which is very defensible. But the problem is that Evil's very good at pushing him. If we look at strength's position, he's stacked to the teeth.
Oh,
so
he is.
There is no way that he should be able to throw this one away. He needs to take a good defensive position. He needs to deny or do a lot of damage on the next red and mega, and take a yellow on the retreat, and then take a really safe position to fight, like maybe the plasma area or something like that, and just sit there for like last 30 seconds and just wait for Evil to come and fight him.
He needs
and fight him with a superior stack in better position. Yeah,
if strenx gets caught out against LG, then he's done for basically. Even if he completely outstacks Evil.
1 minute.
Exactly. He needs to keep some pressure on, but he has to be able to fall back onto a really good defensible position. That's the gist of this, and he doesn't. That's good. He's winning position here on and getting replenishing rockets. It's really good. Perfect.
LG fight. If strenx can win this, then this could be the game. He does not want to push through there. We've got the mega. We have got red as well, and strenx is just going to Pac-Man the items.
If he'd pushed through there, I would have cried.
Yeah. I think he would have afterwards when he got killed by rockets.
So So
Don't worry about that. Do not worry about that, Strenx. He's below you. He's got to do something absolutely crazy risky if he wants to get near you. Just hold on to that frag lead.
There it is. Oh, he missed.
Oh,
messed
no.
up. That's the GG, surely.
It's got to be. Strenx is going to go for the red. He's got perfect timing on it. 10 seconds left. What could possibly go wrong, DDK?
you're waiting to see how Evil makes it happen, but
There
he
it
just
is.
can't.
GG. It was 10-8. Strenx is going to be getting himself a map point on the board versus Evil. Remarkable plays. We're going to go to Furious Heights next to see if Strenx can get us to the tiebreaker Campgrounds intel.
So that was really, really good play in the end there from Strenx. You know, it's very easy with 90 seconds left to be like, oh, you know, I just need to be very defensive. Just need to disappear and stuff like that. Like almost as if you're playing out of control. But he did the perfect thing, which was
he managed to get the control too.
Good pressure. He got good pressure on. Didn't alleviate the pressure. Kept control of Eagle's stack, his positions. But he himself, he was actually moving around the map pretty well. Kept good positions. So if there was a fight, we could see he was in a great position to deal with it. We saw him like move out onto the upper area. He took actually a little risk because if Evil hit like a really sick rocket there, then Strenx gets knocked around and it could go bad. But he got himself out onto the upper area, replenished the rockets, and then from then on kept good positions, and it was great for him.
I think he needs to research to see why on earth he didn't make that game 10-0 rather than 10-8, because it definitely could have minimized the damage. But here it is, map number 4. We're on Evil's perspective. He's going to be getting the Mega Spawn. If Evil wins this map, then he is through to the finals here of the Road to QuakeCon FACEIT Cup.
So this is the second red. I mean, this is always the annoying armor to deal with. And Evil, does he go through the choke point? Does he risk losing all his stack to attack it, or does he not?
He didn't hit enough damage. He misses the rail. There's no way he can do that. Strenx, if he gets onto the LG very soon, then he should be able to win the Mega Health.
So you see Strenx going for the LGs, and this is a problem now because Mega, what does he do? Does he just go for it? Or does he try to fight Strenx away? Or he's going for the fight because Strenx has more armor and he's just going to easily win that fight. So,
very easy. So
I'm not sure. Like Evil's just in a weird spot, series of weird spots. He hung around waiting for the yellow armor for too long and it lost him position on the Mega. And that was the, maybe it was a missed time, I don't know, but that was what cost him there.
I think Evil again is that stubbornness costing him, to be honest, because Strenx's LG was on form right there in that engagement at Mega. Let's see what Strenx does here, because if he takes the Mega Health, he doesn't actually have enough time to get to the red armor comfortably enough to do it. And this is what's happening. I think Evil's about to stack up. He's going to be on 100, 200 now. After, oh no, 100. I thought he had a little bit more left in the tank.
So it will be interesting to see actually how he forges his opportunities to bring himself back into control here. He's just sitting on top of this yellow armor, which actually the red spawns first, so he knows that time and goes for it. So just with the pressure, and he's going to fall back for the Mega. I would never expect him to commit fully here. Looks like he's actually trying to.
Strenx?
The Mega is waiting behind him though, and he's actually he's got him really low, and he does get the frag. That was kind of crazy to be honest, but he made it work.
Can you spell clutch right there? That was very nicely done, Strenx.
He didn't need to do that though. I mean, he got Evil really weak.
This could be another kill. Evil's plasma not quite as intimidating as it was on Lost World, and Strenx is 3-0 up at the moment. What has happened to this semi-final?
He's playing a volatile style though. He's taking, he's overextending a little bit too much. This could end up hurting him against someone like Evil. Because Evil, we know on Furious Heights, he loves to get in your face with that LG. He just pick up the LG and run it. And that can be really dangerous because he times it so well. Let's see how he does it. But it's only plasma though. Oh, red. No, surely not. Oh, it's still up.
Spawn. Who's got the good spawn? Strenx is right next to it, but he just gets a whole bunch of shotgun right there, so he's going to have to wave goodbye to the Mega. Would you rather have Evil spawn or Strenx's spawn in this instance?
It's a really difficult call because Evil actually gets the LG, and even though he doesn't get as much armor, and he actually even Strenx is going to get that yellow, he does have the LG, which means that Strenx is going to be going to the next fight out of position, which is what's happening now. So it actually in the longer run, it's better for Evil, but in the short term, it's better for strenx. But strenx didn't really make much happen. He's hitting shots now, though. That might be exactly what he needed. Oh!
Wow, so close to getting that kill as well. It would have been amazing if strenx had managed to do that. I can't believe he managed to make it work with the rails.
Yeah.
Because if he didn't hit a rails, Evil would have been all up in his face.
Yeah, it was a really, really big deal. strenx is hitting those awkward shots he needs to hit from weird
some
spots.
accuracies?
62% roll.
Lovely stuff, strenx. And it's going up and up. He's got the LG, should be able to defend this, no problem. Don't know why Evil's here. But there's still 6 minutes of hard work for strenx left to transform this lead into a map win. Let's hold on to Evil and see what he does out of control a little bit.
So he knows that he should have a good bearing on when Mega is, and he knows that strenx would pick that up after seeing him running away like that. So if he didn't have a good idea before, he now knows more or less when Mega's going to be spawning. He's got a good position up high here, so it's really just a case of picking up what he can and avoiding strenx still. That's really what's going on here. He's not going to be thinking about a big, big challenge unless he's got the choke points to work with. And escape option would be the teleporter, but now he's... Oh, that's lucky. He pushed strenx back, so he has a chance to survive now.
I don't know if Evil did enough damage just there. Oh, he's hit a rail though. strenx might want to flee after this. He's hanging around a long time. Evil, remarkable effort. strenx is going to be able to get 150 armor. Wow, the rails, they keep on landing. Finally, vertical shot misses, but this one doesn't. strenx is going to be licking his wounds now. Finds him with the LG, and strenx can't make it up the bounce pad in time. We've got 3 frags between these two.
Yeah. Great little read from Evil there. Thinking strenx would go for that 25. And Evil actually got really greedy, and it's actually paying off because he's hitting everything. But that play he made at this choke point, he stuck around for a long time. It was very, very greedy. strenx could definitely have killed him, to be honest. And
great rockets.
Now these rockets.
Oh, wow. If strenx hit that rail, then it could have been glory for him yet again. But he's got a lead. How's he going to defend this?
It's going to be tough. Let's jump over to strenx. We're watching Evil out of control, so let's see how strenx handles things. He's definitely not in the best of spots because weapons is a big concern. He picks up the rocket. The LG is an easy jump over to that jump pad, but he's actually going to hold back here still. I wasn't sure where Evil was. I think that's the reason why he didn't go for it.
Good move in the end. Uh-oh, that might not have been right there. Evil found an end, and there we are. Rockets keep landing. Now it's Evil being 1 frag away from tying it up, and there is plenty of time for him to do this. LG, and he's going to let strenx slip on by, but he might be able to corner him. strenx now just going for the damage output. I don't know if he did enough right there. Evil is looking more and more convincing that he can make it through here to the finals.
I want to see DM6.
I want to see DM6. I think a lot of people are going to want to see DM6. But to be honest, with or without a map win here for strenx, I think he's already shown off that at QuakeCon, he's going to be doing some damage.
I liked what strenx did at the yellow when he knew he was going to die no matter what. He tried to delay for as long as possible. And actually what happened was it meant that... I mean, Evil hit retardedly good LG, so that's great for him. But it meant that he got a spawn on the Mega and he could pick it up because it was up, because he delayed for long enough. So that was really well played by strenx to give himself a chance. And he's doing a decent job bullying Evil back with his LG, and that's definitely what strenx needs to abuse as much as possible against the LG master himself, Evil, and it does win him the Mega. So he's going to have some options again here. So you can see him without the armor. And he's just not found a way to work himself onto the Reds in quite some time. That's been a big issue for him.
It's okay for strenx. I think he can afford to chill a little bit with 2.5 minutes left. It's not crunch time at the moment. But he's got to start preparing for crunch time. Oh, that rocket, the LG combo was very tasty. But the red's already been taken. I think strenx felt that Evil missed out on it, but that was a bit of a slip-up. But strenx is going to be able to get onto the Mega Health to get the yellow. Maybe he's going to be able to get some additional weapons.
That was one of the most glorious plays ever. If only the red had been spawning. I mean,
yeah,
that would have been so amazing. It's very unfortunate for strenx. And again, we're going to see Evil just dominating these reds. And the damage output is just so unrelenting.
Rockets though from strenx. Good damage over here. Misses that last one. And we've got red and Mega spawning at similar times. strenx has to make sure that he wins one of these. Because time is beginning to run quite considerably short. 100-100 for Evil. He's got the Mega up behind him, and he's actually going to let strenx go by and stack up himself.
No rockets.
Very generous.
I hope he realizes he's got no rockets. That could be embarrassing otherwise.
He can't afford to take these rails for free. Oh, he drops down. He's got the wrong weapon out. That is the Evil style drop over there. He can't get the kill though, which surprises me.
That's a really, really good drop from Evil there. He saw strenx, he shot a rail, just dropped. Worst case, hits one more rail. Then you're LGing him to death. You have a big stack. He has a little stack. It's just simple math.
Yeah, we've got Mega up in a second. strenx is going to have to leave the area, and he's going to be forced out by point of death.
It's depressing news for those who wanted to see the M6 Campgrounds.
It is. Looks like 45 seconds. Evil's managed to mark his territory here on Furious Heights. But what a game. What a series that strenx has shown us. I feel like we're hyping strenx quite a lot, but we don't get to see him very much in recent times. And it's definitely not been very uplifting in the last occasions that we've seen him compete, because he's kind of been getting royally screwed over in his games. But this is incredible play from strenx, and now we get to see Evil prepare in the finals as he has won this series 3 maps to 1.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, strenx really displayed a lot of great fighting skills, even though he's anything like that. He hit a lot of really sick shots.
He did.
There was just some moments from Evil where, like, to be honest, there was a spot where strenx had a big advantage, and Evil was really greedy, and he put himself in a position where he has to hit like max damage or he goes home, because strenx was just going to steamroll through him. But he did hit max damage. It was when, you know, he was locking down the choke point towards Mega, when Mega was spawning behind him, and strenx came through, and Evil was just exposed. If he doesn't hit perfect shots, he just dies, and strenx continues running control, getting more frags. So I don't know. Evil definitely took some risks. We definitely saw some slip-ups from Evil.
Imagine if strenx won Aerowalk.
That would be,
if that telefrag
yeah,
didn't happen, we'd be on Campgrounds right now. And we might have just had a 3-1 from strenx to Evil. How crazy would that have been? A telefrag, I think, just decided the series then.
Yeah, there's so many things going on. Like, as well, that point right at the end, it's like that initial screw-up where he got 200-200, then was attacking with a free frag lead and 1 minute left, when he just had to keep taking the items and not... I don't know what he was thinking. He was charging at Evil. I don't know why, but he was. And then after that, he gets control back again. He's got a 1 frag lead. He's got 200-200 close enough again. And then he's like taking these open rail duels. There is no reason to do that. That's like giving Evil a chance back in, because if you miss and Evil hits twice, which is what happened, then Evil's back in the game all of a sudden. And
exactly,
it's really sad. But strenx is showing some good form, so it's good for those strenx fans who want to see him do a good performance at QuakeCon.
Yeah, I'm ecstatic with what we just saw, to be honest.
Sinister was my biggest surprise.
Yeah, that was actually crazy. I didn't think that strenx was even going to keep it close.
Yeah,
let alone almost winning the map. I feel like I think that we found Sparty somewhere.
Yes.
The hedge was located, and we should be getting Sparty versus Demon started. Demon. Oh, really? Okay.
Oh, Sparty.
No, he's not. On the contrary to what I just said, Sparty. The hedge wasn't found. It was just another Swedish person.
Oh dear. So. Demon Cypher.
That means we're going to be going straight into Demon Cypher. We're going to take a quick break, guys, and then we're going to give you this game. Maybe Demon's going to get a shortcut to the finals. We'll see in just a couple of moments.